Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Divine Wool, Qadar, Volume 8, Book 77, number 593617. Volume 8, Book 77, number 593. Narrated by Abdullah, Allah's Apostle, the truthful and truly inspired, said, each one of you collected in the womb of his mother for 40 days, and then turns into a clot for an equal period of 40 days, and turns into a piece of flesh for a similar period of 40 days. And then Allah sends an angel and orders him to write 4 things, i.e., his provision, his age, and whether he will be of the wretched or the blessed in the hereafter. Then the soul is breathed into him. And by Allah, a person among you, or a man, may do deeds of the people of the fire till there is only a cubit or an arm-breadth distance between him and the fire, but then that writing, which Allah has ordered the angel to write, proceeds, and he does the deeds of the people of paradise and enters it. And a man may do the deeds of the people of paradise till there is only a cubit or 2 between him and paradise. And then that writing proceeds and he does the deeds of the people of the fire and enters it. Volume 8, Book 77, number 594. Narrated by Anas bin Malik, the Prophet said, Allah puts an angel in charge of the uterus and the angel says, O Lord, it is semen. O Lord, it is now a clot. O Lord, it is now a piece of flesh. And then, if Allah wishes to complete its creation, the angel asks, O Lord, will it be a male or a female? A wretched, an evil doer, or a blessed, doer of good? How much will his provisions be? What will his age be? So all that is written while the creature is still in the mother's womb. Volume 8, Book 77, number 595. Narrated by Imran bin Hussein, a man said, O Allah's Apostle, can the people of paradise be known, differentiated, from the people of the fire? The Prophet replied, yes. The man said, why do people try to do good deeds? The Prophet said, everyone will do the deeds for which he has been created to do, or he will do those deeds which will be made easy for him to do, i.e., everybody will find easy to do such deeds as will lead him to his destined place for which he has been created. Volume 8, Book 77, number 596. Narrated by Ibn Abbas, the Prophet was asked about the offspring of the pagans. He said, Allah knows what they would have done, were they to live. Volume 8, Book 77, number 597. Narrated by Abu Hurairah, Allah's Apostle was asked about the offspring of the pagans. He said, Allah knows what they would have done, were they to live. Narrated Abu Hurairah, Allah's Apostle said, no child is born but has the Islamic faith, but its parents turn it into a Jew or a Christian. It is as you help the animals give birth. Do you find among their offspring a mutilated one before you mutilate them yourself? The people said, O Allah's Apostle, what do you think about those of them who die young? The Prophet said, Allah knows what they would have done, were they to live. Volume 8, Book 77, number 598. Narrated by Abu Hurairah, Allah's Apostle said, no woman should ask for the divorce of her sister, Muslim, so as to take her place, but she should marry the man, without compelling him to divorce his other wife, for she will have nothing but what Allah has written for her. Volume 8, Book 77, number 599. Narrated by Osama. Once while I was with the Prophet and Sa'd, Ubay bin Kabi and Mu'ah were also sitting with him, there came to him a messenger from one of his daughters, telling him that her child was on the verge of death. The Prophet told the messenger to tell her, "It is for Allah what he takes, and it is for Allah what he gives, and everything has its fixed time limit. So, she should be patient and look for Allah's reward." Volume 8, Book 77, number 600. Narrated by Abu Sa'id al-Khudri that while he was sitting with the Prophet a man from the Ansar came and said, "O Allah's Apostle, we get slave girls from the war captives and we love property. What do you think about coitus interruptus?" Allah's Apostle said, "Do you do that? It is better for you not to do it, for there is no soul which Allah has ordained to come into existence but will be created." Volume 8, Book 77, number 601. Narrated by Hadith. The Prophet once delivered a speech in front of us wherein he left nothing but mentioned about everything that would happen till the hour. Some of us stored that our minds and some forgot it. After that speech, I used to see events taking place, which had been referred to in that speech, but I had forgotten them before their occurrence. Then I would recognize such events as a man recognizes another man who has been absent and then sees and recognizes him. Volume 8, Book 77, number 602. Narrated by Ali. While we were sitting with the Prophet who had a stick with which he was scraping the earth, he lowered his head and said, "There is none of you but has his place assigned either in the fire or in paradise." Thereupon a man from the people said, "Shall we not depend upon this, O Allah's Apostle?" The Prophet said, "No, but carry on and do your deeds, for everybody finds it easy to do such deeds as will lead him to his place." The Prophet then recited the verse, "As for him who gives in charity and keeps his duty to Allah." 92.5. Volume 8, Book 77, number 603. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. We witnessed along with Allah's Apostle the Qadar campaign. Allah's Apostle told his companions about a man who claimed to be a Muslim. This man is from the people of the fire. When the battle started, the man fought very bravely and received a great number of wounds and got crippled. On that, a man from among the companions of the Prophet came and said, "O Allah's Apostle, do you know what the man you described as of the people of the fire has done? He has fought very bravely for Allah's cause and he has received many wounds." The Prophet said, "But he is indeed one of the people of the fire." Some of the Muslims were about to have some doubt about that statement. So while the man was in that state, the pain caused by the wounds troubled him so much that he put his hand into his quiver and took out an arrow and committed suicide with it. Off went some men from among the Muslims to Allah's Apostle and said, "O Allah's Apostle, Allah has made your statement true. So and so has committed suicide." Allah's Apostle said, "O Bilal, get up and announce in public, none will enter paradise but a believer, and Allah may support this religion, Islam, with a wicked man."